All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Octagon Jordan. Thank you for joining me. And today we are going to go over some Tom Aspinall content. Tommy Aspinall, good old Tommy boy, has been very active on YouTube. He's been doing a couple interviews since his interim heavyweight title defense. Boy, that's a mouthful. Interim heavyweight title defense has been scheduled with Curtis Blaydes for UFC 304 in Manchester. Co-main event, which I think is stupid as hell. Maybe they just want Leon Edwards to put everybody to sleep at 6 a.m. right before everybody heads out and actually goes to sleep. But yeah, so Tom Aspinall, he put up a couple reaction videos talking about the Curtis Blaydes fight, talking about Serial Gun, the Duck Duck Goose, talking about Jon Jones, Old Man Stipe, Fireman Stipe, Can't Talk Stipe. So let's break down Tom Aspinall's videos, see what he's talking about, see if he's making sense, see if we're vibing with him, see what his mindset is. He also did an interview with Fight Sport, I believe it was. Talk Sport MMA. Talks about what he's going to do after the Blaydes fight. So let's break it down. Everybody knows Tom Aspinall is one of my favorite fighters. I think he's the best current UFC heavyweight. That does not mean that he's on Jon Jones' level as far as accolades, as far as title defenses. Obviously, Jon Jones has 16 title defenses, undefeated, light heavyweight and heavyweight champion, but that's the same with Stipe. Stipe is the greatest of all time, but he's 42. He's 42. He's not going to beat Tom Aspinall. It's like Anderson Silva, greatest of all time at middleweight. He's not going to beat Adesanya right now. He already lost Adesanya. George St. Pierre, if he comes back, he's going to lose to Usman. He's going to lose to Leon Edwards. Like, these greatest of all time guys don't mean they're the greatest in the moment of time. I think some people get confused about that. Do I have a lot of faith in Tom? Yes. Has he proven himself? Yeah, he's proven himself against the test so far. Volkov, tough test, finished him by stoppage. Sergey Pavlovich, undefeated in the UFC except Overeem in his debut. KO'd him first round. Tybura, very durable guy, just beat Tai Tuivasa, beat Alexander Romanov. Tom Aspinall KO'd him. Andrei Arlovsky, very old guy, but again, tough to finish. He normally goes to decision, even when he is losing. Tom submitted him. So Tom's taken every test that he's been given and aced it, other than the Curtis Blaydes first matchup, which he lost by injury. So let's see what he has to say. And let's break it down. Aspinall. Tommy Aspinall. Aspinall. Let's get it, Tommy.
I wasn't really offered any fights, to be honest. They wanted to keep me. Hello all, welcome back to the channel. This is my reaction video to the Curtis Blaydes fight. Make sure before you go any further, like.
Walking in the woods, getting a little nature time, Tommy boy. I like it. Very zen, no worries, doesn't really give a bullocks. No stress. Fuck Jon Jones, fuck Stipe, and fuck Serial Gun. Yeah, they can all just float away like a leaf in the breeze. Oh, be gone, motherfuckers. Tom is vibing out. Who's stopping this guy?
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, everybody like and subscribe to Tommy's channel.
Right, so the fight's finally been announced. Very, very happy about it. Of course, got a fight in the pipeline. I am an MMA fighter. Love fighting. Last thing I want to do, hold up a division. I see the comments, people out there saying I'm holding the division up. That's not me. That's someone else.
Tom's holding the division up? What? Tom's holding the division up? The guy who took the interim title fight at last second notice against the scariest guy in the division, against the youngest prospect, younger than Serial Gun, younger than Jon Jones, younger than Stipe Miocic, younger than Volkov, was on riding a 6-fight first-round KO streak, the most first-round KO streak at the time. Just KO'd Curtis Blaydes, coming off a Curtis Blaydes KO, a Derek Lewis KO. Tom took that short notice, and then has been begging for a fight against the GOAT, Jon Jones, ever since. Also has been chirping at Stipe, been talking shit on Serial Gun, been talking shit on Curtis Blaydes. Well, not talking shit, but challenging Curtis Blaydes, and he's holding shit up. Not Stipe. The guy who hasn't fought since 2021 when he got folded like a lawn chair against Francis Ngannou, who refused to fight Tom Aspinall at MSG, who refused to fight Tom Aspinall International Fight Week. Turned down fight after fight after fight after fight, just like he did against DC when he was waiting for the DC trilogy, or the DC rematch, whatever one it was. Same shit. Sat out. DC fought Derek Lewis. DC fought other people. until there was no other options. The other contender got hurt, and old man Stipe still around. All those accolades. Can't wait to hear him mumble at the press conference. Jon Jones, all right, Jon Jones is injured. He's not holding anything up, but, he was out 2 years before he got the belt. Now he's injured. He's out another year. Not really his fault, but hey, that's 3 years of inactivity. Ciryl Gane fight does not count. Ciryl Gane's a fucking bitch, has no jiu-jitsu. So, yeah, I don't think it's old Tommy boy.
I am here to fight people. Love this stuff. This is what I'm born to do. This is what I wanted to do since the year started. Since the last fight against Pavlovich, I wanted to get back in there. And my opportunity is coming. UFC 304, rematch Curtis Blaydes. My hometown, Manchester. It's going to be fantastic. 27th of July. Be there.
Not sure why Tom Aspinall's editor is doing subtitles. He's talking pretty clearly. This is not Stipe here. This is Tommy. So not sure what that's about, but yeah, weird. Weird.
Just explain sort of that process that you've gone on since the...
Wish I could turn those shits off, honestly.
Well, I wasn't really offered any fights, to be honest. They wanted to keep me for Manchester, so I understand that. I wanted to fight. I was asking for fights. The UFC, they wanted to keep me for Manchester, so I want to be as active as possible. I'm not in my prime yet, but I'm healthy, everything's good, and I want to fight people, so I'm looking for fights all the time. It's not always as easy as just, oh, look for a fight and you'll get it. A bit of a strange conundrum with my division. Usually, when the champ is coming back, the interim would obviously usually fight the champ. Jon Jones is holding shit up, let's be honest. He's playing games, so me and Curtis Blaydes up.
Oh shit, Tommy's starting to get a little aggressive here with old Jon Jones, old Jonesy boy. I like it. Talk shit. How do you get a Jon Jones fight? You piss him the fuck off. You come at his legacy. You call him not the greatest of all time. You call him a steroid cheat. You get mad at him. You yell at him. You don't got to be disrespectful. You don't got to come at all his past arrests. Just call him a steroid cheat. Say he lost against Dominic Reyes. Say he's holding stuff up in the division. Say he took 2 years off, was scared of Francis Ngannou. Get under his skin. This is what we need for fight build-ups. Michael Chandler, take notes. Oh, McGregor, he's the greatest of all time. Oh, my God, when he doesn't need to fight, he'll come back when he wants to fight. He's doing a movie right now, Roadhouse. Check it out on Amazon Prime. He's got his great whiskey that I drink every night. And he's just the man. He smells great. He's good looking. He's a great guy. Chandler, take notes, bro. Hey, McGregor, you're holding everything up. You fighting or not, pussy? What are you doing? You're a movie star now? The broken leg was 2.5 years ago. What are you doing, guy? Why are you out of USADA? Huh? You got KO'd by Dustin Poirier. You're not the same. You're not the same guy. I'm going to KO you as well. I like it, Tommy.
We have history. We fought before. Granted, it was 15 seconds, was an actual fight. I got injured. Curtis takes the win. But now it's time to get a bit of payback. So very, very, very motivated for this one. This is if I'm not going to fight Jon, which obviously that's not going to happen right now, this is the ideal situation. So very, very happy, very motivated for it. Yeah. I'm going to put in absolutely everything into the training camp.
I agree. I like the fight. Curtis Blaydes is pretty much the only test left for Tom Aspinall. Already beat Volkov. Already beat Sergey Pavlovich. Would obviously beat Derek Lewis. Gane doesn't want to fight anybody. Ciryl Gane is scared of everyone in the division. I'm not even sure if he's still active. They should probably pull him out of the rankings. Oh, I do not want to fight down in the rankings. Idiot. But yeah, really the only test left for Tom is only blemish on his UFC record via injury. Time to get that one back. I think Tom's got the advantage in the jiu-jitsu, cardio, obviously striking, quickness, footwork. Wrestling might be something, but I think Tom can hold his own. He's a big dude. People forget he cuts down to 265, and it's all muscle. It ain't flab. This ain't Alexander Romanov going in here. So I like
absolutely everything into the lifestyle, and yeah, looking forward to it very much. The guy is acting like it's not his wisest move, in my opinion. Not taking the fight against me, just his whole outlook on stuff. It reminds me of like
Ciryl Gane?
A private school entitled rich kid or something, where it's like, oh no, I'm better than that. There's only one more available guy. and that's Cyril Gane. The UFC wanted me to fight Cyril Gane. I said, okay, the UFC want to do it, we can do it.
That's the fourth time Tom Aspinall has accepted a fight against Cyril Gane. And I don't care, oh, we only have one side of the story. I get Gane's doing a movie, could be a legitimate excuse, but Aspinall went to Paris and was sitting in the crowd ready to face off with Gane for number one contendership. Gane turned it down, didn't even want the face off, didn't even mention Tom's name. Thought he already had done enough after losing 2 title fights, the second to last one being in the first round in 1 minute against Jon Jones, embarrassing himself. Wins a fight against Sergey Spivak and thinks he's next up again, third time. Someone needs to give Cyril Gane a wake-up call, man. You have to earn it in the UFC. I get that he's a beast. I get that he's a world-class striker. I get that he knocked out Tai Tuivasa. I get that he TKO'd Derek Lewis. I get that he went to decision against Volkov. You got to show me more, man. You can't be getting taken down by Francis Ngannou. You can't be getting subbed by Jon Jones in 10 seconds. If you get subbed in the third round against Jon Jones, you hit him a few times, he's got a great chin, he stays in there, okay, that's one thing. It's Jon Jones. He's the greatest of all time. I love Jon Jones. I got his freaking bobblehead right over here. I'm a fan of Jon Jones. He's a dog, but losing in 1 minute, and that's your weight class, Jones is moving up, not a good look, buddy.
I'm not bothered. I feel like I'm the champion of the world. I'm ranked number 1 in the world. I'll fight anybody. You don't have to talk me into anything. UFC are my bosses. They want me to fight Cyril Gane. Count me in. That's okay. We'll do it. Cyril, on the other hand, he's out there doing a film. Cyril is trying to be the French Arnold Schwarzenegger right now. And fair play to him. If he wants to do films and be an actor, go and enjoy.
Someone's got to let me know how that acting goes. I don't know. Obviously, you guys know that something about Cyril Gane just pisses me the fuck off. Obviously, the guy's a monster. He's a beast, okay? He could fold me with one body kick to the liver. I'd be donezo. But that's not the point. The point is being a fan of these guys. These guys are, bigger than life, bigger than anything, They're superheroes to us. But Cyril Gane, he's ducking, man. There's too much evidence out there to say he's not ducking. Look at MMA Guru's video. Look at what Curtis Blaydes said in his post-fight. He missed that train. You reap what you sow. You reap what you sow. Aspinall said it 6 times. Went to Paris. I doubt he's lying here. Maybe a legitimate excuse for Gane, but still, you get an interim title fight, you turn it down for some straight-to-DVD, straight-to-streaming movie that we're never even going to fucking hear about? You think it's going to be as successful as Roadhouse? No. No. You don't turn down title fights, Gane, after losing 2 already. Ask Justin Gaethje.
Yourself, Cyril, go and do your thing, make some money, do whatever you're doing. But he didn't take the fight, he wanted to do his film. So, Curtis Blaydes, they've thrown him in, very happy with it. I'm happy to fight anybody, I'll say it a million times. There's a lot of fighters out there, they do a bit of fighting, they do a bit of other stuff, they do a bit of this, a bit of that, a bit of celebrity.
Not Tommy.
A bit of red carpet stuff. No, I'm here to fight people.
Yep.
It's not that difficult. Like, this is what I'm here to do. Throw me a name, I'll say yeah. The UFC know that. Anyone who's ever worked with me knows that. And yeah, never said no to a fight in my life.
Big
Definitely not
facts.
going to start now. Cyril Gane's doing his film. Curtis Blaydes is in. Let's do it.
I'm a therapist who goes to therapy, and some people think that's strange.
All right, so you guys get the gist. He talks more, the weird music in the background I could have done without. The subtitles I could have done without. I did like the location, park, super zen. Tommy's chilling. I'll fight anybody. I'm just here to fight, mate. I'm just here to fight. How does MMA Guru do it? What does he do? Yeah, he's a great fighter. I'd love to fight him. Great fighter. I got to work on it. But anyway, that was that one. And then here's his interview with Talk Sport, talking about what he's going to do if he wins the Curtis Blaydes matchup. What's his plan post winning the Blaydes fight?
Position at the minute where you are interim champ, and usually interim champ he goes in unified. That's what happens, not for 11 years since Brendan Barrow last defended has someone done this. So what is the feeling going into this? Do you feel like you should be fighting Jon Jones right now?
I'm over it at this point. I'm fighting Curtis Blaydes, and it's a tough fight, and I'm preparing for Curtis. So Jon Jones and all the rest of the politics are pretty irrelevant to me right now.
Seems pissed off here. Seems a little more pissed than when he was walking in the park. I think this must have been right after a training session. He's got his adrenaline high. He's in the gym. He's around his training partners. He's not walking around in some park with a hat on, just frolicking. Seems a little bit annoyed. Don't annoy my boy Tommy. Don't do it. And if he wins this fight, what next, UFC? What next? What next? If Stipe somehow pulls it off, Stipe Jones rematch? I don't understand, man. You guys have a young stud. I get he doesn't have the resume of Jon Jones or Stipe. He doesn't have any title defenses. He's not a big name. He hasn't been around for years. He hasn't fought legends. But this is how stars are made. Think about a Conor McGregor. Think about a Ilia Topuria. What big people have Ilia Topuria fought? He fought 2 people. He fought Bryce Mitchell, and then he fought Josh Emmett, who's not even a big name. And then he knocks out Volkanovski, and he's the next big thing. He's in Spain with all the Spanish soccer players. It takes 1 fight, 2 fights for these young studs. The public, the casuals, they don't care about legacy. They don't care about championship reigns. They want to see people that are entertaining, that are making noise, that their friends are talking about, that they're reading about on their phones, pops up on ESPN. People are talking about it at work. Not, oh, well, you know, that other guy has 6 title defenses. He's the greatest of all. No, we want the exciting young stud that's promotable. That's English, that can talk well, is exciting, gets finishes, knocks out, knockout artists, submits, submission guys.
Focused on him and nothing else.
And then when you move forward after this fight, you know, obviously you're gunning for a win. Jon Jones isn't fighting until November, so that still leaves you in limbo.
November. Fucking November. Stipe couldn't fight since then. He was ready for that November fight last year, 2023. What's he been up to? I don't get why the UFC doesn't push his hand. Hey, Stipe, you got to take this interim fight against Tom Aspinall, Manchester, or you're done. We're going to offer you Parker Porter. We're going to offer you Jailton Almeida. You don't want to accept those fights? All right, retire. We don't care. Stipe hasn't been around for 4 years. What do they care if he retires? Give him an ultimatum. This is a title fight. Who cares if it's interim? It's a pay-per-view main event title fight for 42-year-old Stipe. He wasn't fought in 3 years. He's coming off a knockout. It's a great opportunity.
How are you feeling about that?
If I win this one, which I believe I will, my next fight has to be from Undisputed. Definitely. And I'll wait it out if I have to after this one.
Yeah.
But for right now, that doesn't exist right now. What exists for me is Curtis Blaydes and nothing more. I'll cross that bridge when I come through.
Obviously, you're a big boxing fan. You've trained with Tyson Fury. I've got to ask you about.
Yeah, he seems tired of talking about it. Seems pissed off. He seems irritated. I don't know what the UFC's doing, man. Trying to push Stipe. Maybe it's just both guys have told UFC they're going to retire, so they're trying to get one more fight out of Jones. But that's not how Jones is talking on Twitter. Talking about who should he fight after Stipe, Aspinall or Alex Pereira. You know, putting up polls, talking to the PFL. I'll beat Tom, and then I'll beat Ngannou, and then I'll beat Stipe. I'll beat them all. Jones ain't talking like he's going to retire. I don't believe he will. I don't. All the shit he's talking about on Twitter, you think he's just going to fight the Stipe fight and ride off into the sunset with all these challenges? No, he's still 37 at heavyweight. He's fine. He's good. He's good to go. He's never really relied on his explosiveness. I mean, yeah, the spinning elbows, the wrestling takes, youth, explosiveness, but you know what I mean. He's not a big power puncher. So I'm not sure. Maybe they just think, squeeze the Stipe orange, try to get the last drops of juice out, but there's no juice in there. There hasn't been juice in that orange for fucking years. That's fallen off the tree, bro. And it's dried up. There's ants all over that motherfucker. So it's confusing to me. I don't understand it, but it's all right. We get a main event, Aspinall Blaydes, right the wrong, get the win back, and become undeniable. They either both retire or the winner has to fight Aspinall, as far as I'm concerned. So love you guys. Thank you. Peace. Have a great night.